and all the mess as we close out this edition of the Claire versus Carlson Show, BRB. And I just bit my lip.
Oh, that's awful. Millionaires are being made all season long at DraftKings.com, America's favorite one-week fantasy football site.
1 week fantasy means no season-long commitments. Play whenever you want.
Got a player who's hurt? No problem.
Injuries won't derail your shot at victory because it's like a new season every week, so you're never stuck with the same players.
Pick your team in minutes, and you could be on your way to winning huge cash.
This season, one listener turned $10 into $5,000. Another turned $2 into $10,000.
And a new millionaire has been crowned nearly every week this season at DraftKings.com.
You could be next. Imagine winning $1 million in one day just playing fantasy football at DraftKings.
Head over to DraftKings.com now and use promo code Spreaker to play free in the $10 million Fantasy Football World Championships. DraftKings.com. Bigger events, bigger winnings, bigger millionaires. Enter Spreaker now at DraftKings.com. DraftKings.com, that is DraftKings.com.
And we're back for the last quarter of this week's Claire versus Carlson show, and we just found out over the break that we are fellow teeth grinders.
Mm-hmm.
So that's exciting.
I mean, it's something to be proud of.
They say it's sexual frustration, but I know definitely on my end that's not the truth. Hello.
Oh.
Hello.
Well, must be nice.
Sick brag, bro.
Humble brag.
We could have done a callback to the TSA thing, but no, we won't bring that up.
Let's not. Let's just leave that one alone.
All right. Also, leaving it alone this week is not my picks because, unfortunately, last week said I was in desperation mode, down 7 picks, 91-84, but I had to make up some ground, so I went against the grain. But Claire got every single freaking stupid game right.
I can't help being brilliant. It's hard. It's a burden.
It seemed like it because you got Houston at Cleveland. I picked the other side. Atlanta at Carolina. I picked the other side. San Francisco at the Giants. I picked the other side. New England at Indianapolis and Pittsburgh at Tennessee, and I picked the other side. The only one, we both got Minnesota at Chicago wrong. Both got Denver at St. Louis wrong for some reason. The only one I got right was Tampa Bay going in and stomping the mighty Washington football team. That's it.
I'm sorry.
Oh, we also
you
got
know what?
Wrong, but.
I mentioned this earlier on the Twitters. I mean, you're a risk taker. And sometimes those risks pay off, but usually risks, if all you are is taking risks for the sake of gaining ground, a lot of those risks aren't going to pay off, and that's just the unfortunate truth.
Well, just because you've never had discount sushi, it just means that you haven't been taking
That's
risks.
okay. I don't need that sort of stress in life.
But I did take a risk last night as I put out there that I was taking Oakland, and I also took Oakland on the money line. Hello. So that was pretty nice. And you actually didn't register a pick, but I triple checked with you.
No, I think I told you. I think whenever I said that's crazy and I'm not picking Oakland, that answered the question.
You didn't actually say that in so many words, but it was implied that you thought my pick was stupid. But I could see if you were Shady McShaderson, you could come in like, oh,
I'm not.
I was pick Oakland. My name's Claire. Look at me.
Well, I'm already kicking your ass, so why do I need that 1 point?
Child.
Sorry. I'm sorry.
Now I'm closing the gap. I'm only down 10 games, and I had to go with quite a bit of hot sauce yet again on my picks. As always, hand to God, all the picks are registered, locked in. So there's not going to be any positional advantage on this, but I am now down 90-71 to Claire's 100-61. So 10 games ahead. Hey, we both have winning records though, so that's kind of neat.
I mean, we're both doing well. It's just I'm doing better than you.
But see, the thing is now my record is not going to be indicative of my actual picks so much because I have to make up ground. So I have a lot of hot take picks. So I'm either going to end up winning this, which our wager is through 17 weeks. Whoever has the best record gets to pick the other's Twitter avatar for the duration of the playoffs. Which account? I don't know, since Claire's has 7 accounts.
2.
All protected.
No, my main account is not. The 23, the Arian Foster account is not protected. The DJ Swearinger account is the one that, you got to watch out for.
At the ClaireBear23 on the Twitter machine dedicated to Ben Tate. And going through the games this week. So we may as well get to it. But to backtrack, like I said, I'm either going to win this thing or I'm going to lose by like 30 games because all these takes are
fire.
Hot. All right, so let's get to the first game. Matchup that is not very hot, to be honest. Cleveland at Atlanta. Who you got and why?
I think Cleveland bounces back. So I'm going to go with Cleveland.
Damn it. I have Cleveland as well, mostly because Atlanta is garbage. They're
dumpster fire.
Not so much. Poor Matt Ryan. Although Atlanta is going to be saved, like we talked about last week, when Nick Saban comes into Atlanta.
We'll see.
Comes marching in.
With your crazy ideas.
We want Bama. Tennessee at Philadelphia. Who you got and why?
Philadelphia, because Tennessee is just too much.
This is a hot one. This is going to happen. Tennessee. Zach Mettenberger coming in and stealing one on the road. They hung with Pittsburgh Monday Night Football, and I actually think they get it done on the road. I don't know why, but I had a tough time convincing myself of this, but I think it's going to happen. Next one, Detroit at New England. Who? Yeah.
New England. I mean, I know that Detroit played a formidable foe last week in Arizona, but I don't see them able to top what New England's been able to put together the past several weeks.
Now, this is part hot take and part legitimate belief, but I think Detroit, since they reportedly got hosed in a couple of controversial calls, especially that Fitzgerald first down last week, I think they're going to come in pissed. Megatron is another week healthier, and I don't know how that defense is going to get got with Revis back there and Brandon Browner, but I think Golden Tate gets a little loose. Stafford maybe steps it up. And I think Detroit pulls one off because we've seen that teams just put up a stinker every now and then. Every good team has one turd per week. Per season.
Yeah, that's true. That's very true. It could very well be New England this week, but I just don't think so.
And Detroit's defense is no joke. We've seen that
up
close
it's
and personal.
Legit.
There we go. And defense always travels well, even though it's in Gillette Stadium. As a hot take pick, as a semi-rational pick, Detroit gets it done this week. IMO. Next one. Packers at Vikings. We all know what's happening.
Well, you're obviously taking Minnesota, and I'm obviously not.
Have to.
I take the Packers.
Yeah, but why, though? I feel like it's such a... Vegas says this is a pick'em.
What does that mean?
No, I'm just kidding. The Packers are favored by basically 10 points in a lot of spots, but I am taking my Vikings at home. This is our one time, and like we said, the Patriots, every good team has a stinker every now and then. The Packers actually have 2 stinkers already when they lost to Detroit and lost at Seattle week 1, but 3 stinkers for the Packers because they're not that good of a team, and I hate them. So the Vikings get it done at home, baby. Next one up, Jacksonville Jaguars at the Indianapolis Colts. Who you got?
Indy. Easy.
I can't go hot take.
You can't.
I can't go hot take on this one.
Okay, well, that's respectable.
That would be just giving you the game. Next one up, Cincinnati Bengals at the Houston Texans. Who you got?
You think Malice got magic for another week? I think he has magic for another week. I'm going with the Texans.
The Bengals coming off a very impressive win in New Orleans. Get it done at Reliant. NRG
Liar,
Stadium.
wrong.
Get it done, baby. Jeremy Hill on the train. Come on, ride the train. And ride.
Isn't Bernard supposed to come back this week or no?
Allegedly. He has been practicing, but Hugh Jackson also came out and said that Hill deserved and earned a majority of the work. I think that's going to happen again.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Because I had Giovanni Bernard and Jeremy Hill on a few teams. So, I wonder what to do about that.
Just start Hill.
You think?
Yeah.
Or are you just saying that because you want me to lose?
No, I think so because Gio, even in the season when he's been getting work, has been pretty sporadic. And coming back, they probably don't want to put him out there full bore, risk injury again because Cincinnati has playoff aspirations. LOL. Stop laughing.
I can't. Because they're going to play Houston probably in Energy and go back home in the first round.
I know. Well, if it's on the road, I think Andy Dalton might be able to get it done.
Not the last 2 times they played in Houston. I'm just saying. He went home.
Oh, yeah, the J.J. Watt pick 6, but what else?
But what else? And he's from, in case you don't hear it enough on Sunday, Andy Dalton, he is from Katy, Texas, which is right down the road from Houston. So just to let you know before you hear it.
Well,
you heard it here first.
He went to college at Boise State, so.
No, he didn't. He went to TCU.
Kidding. Red Rifle, yes, TCU led them to a Rose Bowl. What
See,
else?
I'm not totally stupid. I know a few things.
Sammy Baugh was not a Texas Aggie. But Pat Williams was. New York Jets at Buffalo Bills. Pat Williams' former team. That's a smooth segue. That's actually moved to Monday night in Detroit.
Mm-hmm.
But neutral field, Jets at Buffalo. Who you got?
I got Buffalo. I think they're feeling feisty.
Oh, yeah. Feeling feisty, but I think the Jets get it done since they've actually been able to, practice this week. Buffalo will get in 2 practices and a walkthrough, but I don't think they get it done. And
Boo.
I like it. Bring on the Jets coming off the bye. Actually,
Boo.
do they have a bye?
I don't know. Now you're just making things up.
It doesn't matter because they're the Jets. Tampa Bay Buccaneers at your Bay Chicago Bears. Who at?
The Bears.
I got Tampa. Bring in the heat. Also, one of the YOLO picks. Also, I don't think the Bears are that good.
They're not, but neither is Tampa Bay.
They thoroughly outplayed the Vikings last week and only ended up winning by 8 points because they're the LOL Bears.
Whatever you say. They're the LOL Bucks.
First of the late games. Arizona Cardinals going up to Quest Field or CenturyLink. I don't care what they call it anymore. Seattle Seahawks. This is the place where the Arizona Cardinals beat the Seattle Seahawks last year, marking Russell Wilson's first home loss ever. Arizona Cardinals at whatever. Who we got?
Seattle? No, I don't have Seattle. I have Arizona.
Damn it. I have Arizona too. I think they get it done. On the road, I think they're just too good, especially that defense. And Seattle is a flawed team right now.
They are a flawed team, and they call their stadium the Clink after it's CenturyLink, the Clink. So just FYI, I think that's kind of clever, actually, and I'm not a big Seattle fan.
Who's not else is a big Seattle fan? Anybody.
That's true.
There you go. St. Louis Rams at the San Diego Chargers. St. Louis is flying high up that 22-7 win. Versus the Denver Broncos last week in San Diego. Beat the Raiders, but again, whatevs. Who you got in this West Divisions battle?
I guess San Diego, if you got to pick one.
I got STL and the immortal Sean Hill on the road. Speaking of flawed teams, San Diego quietly has started to fall apart. Phillip Rivers started off as the league MVP candidate early on, and now is injured, has been playing bad, one-dimensional on offense. They're going to get got.
Awful. Just awful.
Rams.
Well, maybe. I mean, I'm not buying into the Rams are that they claim to be.
Sean Hill.
What else?
Get some. Next game up. Ooh, kind of a spicy one. Miami Dolphins fighting for a playoff spot at Mile High versus the Denver Broncos coming off of that loss. Who you got in this matchup, Claire?
Maybe. I mean, what? Is it injuries? Is that what's happening to Denver? Because, whoa, who is this team the past 2 weeks? At the same time,